Alright, what's up? So, today we're not really even playing Splatoon. I just kind of want to show everybody the splash wall. Because it's actually really good. And seeing people not use it well is annoying. So I'm gonna kind of give a tutorial on how to use it. Or how I use it at least. So, let's see, 52 gals got it. And the sub-weapon. Let's see. I know not many things have it because it's pretty good. Oh, what was that? On the jet sculpture, which I usually use. And the 96 decal. Oops. So we'll go test. Excuse me. So basically, yeah, that's the splash wall. And it doesn't really look like it does much, but it actually can do a whole lot. Besides leaving this little thing, it's literally a wall. I know it doesn't look like one, but your opponents can't shoot through it. They can't crack in through it. Seekers get stopped by it. It's a wall, basically. Even though it doesn't look like a wall, it's a wall. And it'll stop. They can't run through it either. So it's not very big, but it's used for certain things. You gotta basically be careful where you throw it. So like if I was in here and there's a lot of enemies, I could just throw one down. And now this whole wall is basically blocked off. I kind of missed this little spot. That's pretty easy to cover yourself. And when you get high, you can actually throw this pretty far. So that also helps. It also uses a lot of ink, so you gotta be careful of that too. Like, let me see if it... Yeah, see, this blocks an entire section of white lines. So that's quite a good walkway. Like, you see that used just about half my health, or half my stuff. I don't know... So yeah, you want to be careful. You can't really just keep throwing them out. It's really not that hard to, like, for instance, if I was over here, there's people there, throw a splash wall and then ink in here and rebuild it right away. So you can do something like that. So what you really want to do is basically just throw it on the ground and hope that it doesn't bounce too far. Because if you're just like over here and you want to throw one down and you throw it, well, that really will not do anything for you. You can just go right around it. So you don't throw it down. And even then, it still gets pretty far, so you gotta kind of be careful. Like if I'm over on one of these, I can't throw it. I don't think so. No. It'll throw too far that way. But like the nice thing about it is if you're on a small platform like this, it'll protect you with the entire thing. And then you can shoot through it, you can run through it, and squid whatever you want. So basically you just gotta keep that in mind. This weapon's for basically controlling space. Like even if you're really desperate, if you're just in a corner or something, you use it. You know, that helps a little bit. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there's my gear if you're curious. I would always say at least have one ink saver, because otherwise you're going to be basically out after you use your splash wall. And then, yeah, I have a lot of ink recovery and quick ink stuff. So basically, I would recommend using the jet sculpture, just because it's got a lot of range. Look at that. And one fun thing you can do in this stage is if you get over here, you got this section right here, and you can just completely block this off. Unless they want to go up and around and squid up here and go around, your opponents aren't going to be able to do anything. So that's always fun to do. Another stage thing you can do in this that's pretty fun is if you get up here you jump and throw it, you can block off basically their main entrance point. And I would not recommend being up here, even though you have this huge gun that can reach pretty much into their territory. It's probably not really a great idea. But yeah, towers is kind of a new stage, so I'm not really sure, but I'll take a look at it and see what we can do. I mean, obviously, if you got people coming up these, you can just throw one down there, and that'll take up most of that. You can even, yeah, you can shoot all the way down with this gun. Otherwise, I don't know. I'd have to really take a look at this stage. But, yeah. You can block these, and you can just basically work your way down. Or this gun, you'd probably shoot, yeah, across two of these. That's more of a gun thing rather than splash wall. Yeah, it looks like it's about it. The stage is basically really thin, so you can just keep doing that and work your way down if you really need to. Port mackerel is really good for it. If you see, there's a lot of these aisleways and entrances, and you can just do that, and right there you got this entire section blocked. With this gun you can shoot down the entire aisle. So that's kind of the idea that you want to do with that. Basically, if you see somebody coming at you, you just throw this down and block them off. You got the two aisles. And then get on top. And for this stage, if you're not going on the ground, you can try to get on the top here. Let me see. Yeah, right here. You basically have all this room, and you can shoot about 3/4 across the width of the map. Then if people start shooting at you, you can just throw one down, kind of hide behind it. Or I'd even like make a little trail back here, kind of hide behind here when they're shooting at you. Yeah, just throw one down, and then you want to basically just want to be careful you don't accidentally cross into it, because then they'll be able to hit you. Another thing you can do is if you see a lot of people coming that way, throw one of these out, and it'll not necessarily stop them, but it'll actually slow them down a little. So that really helps. You basically want to use this to cover yourself, basically. If I see some people inking down here, I'm just gonna throw this down, and then right now I'm protected right here. I don't think they can really do anything. So that's the general idea. Play a few games, see if I can get this to really work out. So right there, I just threw that out, and then that scared him around. Probably also mention that you're not going to get great points doing this. Like, this is basically defensive, playing kind of careful. You know, you're not going to get a lot of kills, but it is better if you want to win matches. So this one I'm going to try and head up to the sniper spot. Got 2 rollers versus 2 rollers. Look at this. So now I'm going to want to basically protect that side and block that in. See how I got him running around now? Doesn't really know where to go. So I shoot him from this side and that's blocked off. Just gotta keep watching that sniper. As long as somebody keeps their eye on that sniper and kills them, then we're good. I'll throw another one of these. I save my super thingy. Try and block off the entrance a little bit again. And there you go. Basically, you want to make the enemy go where you want them to go. And the best way to do that is to block off one way and kind of shoot them and scare them off to the other. So I'm going to do the same thing again. There we go. I want to get close to it. There we go, see? I'm going to lay it down and then get close to it so they don't have much room. Alright, so I'm going to try and get in there again. Double kill. That's fine though. My blood splattered first. So, whoa, that guy's way up in their base. Now I'm gonna play a little bit defensively since we're so far in the lead. Just making sure nobody's sneaking through. Somebody snuck through. See, right there, I might have died, but at least that stopped me from getting in for a little bit. Everybody's just jumping right in, so I'm going to take the back route. Make sure nobody's getting through, like this guy. There we go, see that? It's got 2 easy kills. I'm going to repaint all this. Oh, and we're in control. So that was another good run with it. This state is really useful with the splash roller. I mean the splash wall. And the roller, I guess, too, but... So there's basically 3 main points they can come in from, so you can block one of those off, and then it's pretty easy to watch the other 2. With this gun especially, when you can shoot all the way down the aisle. So, yeah. That's basically how you're going to want to use the splash wall. Yeah. I mean, it's doable. So I think that'll about do it for demonstration. So in review. Wow, we had somebody to 0. Oh, they did. Okay, now I don't feel as good about that. Whatever. Basically, splash wall is awesome. It is a wall, even though it doesn't really look like one. It's got kind of an arc when you throw it, so you can't quite throw it straight down. I'll go back into this so I can reassure everything. So yeah, you can't really throw it straight down at all. It's going to give you a little bit of distance. But it is possible to throw on ledges and stuff. You just gotta kind of get really good with it. Like, oh, maybe you can like jump and throw it. Oh, it's gonna jump even further. The physics in this game can get kind of weird sometimes. But it is possible to like, yeah. See, like that. That'll work. You can bounce it off a wall or something. Let's see if I can get super tricky here. There we go. Like that. And then you're basically protected unless they come all the way around, which you should be able to see. What else? Notice how far you can throw it too. Because if there's people over there, you can chuck it. That's good. And these are another thing that you want to look for. Just small... I don't know how you'd measure the width, but just look at the width and see, like, little places that you can cut off. Like, this is pretty good. They can still get through here. But, I mean, you can just shoot. It's fine. A lot of stages have this stuff. Oh, and another thing is height. Like, see the height here? It sticks up just a little bit over this ledge, so they won't be able to walk through. They won't be able to squid through. We'll throw that down again. So if they're coming, like, rolling in squid style, they'll just get stopped right dead right there. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And it's higher than this. It is completely able to be used as, like, an advancing tool. Like, let me find some nice flat ground. Like, if there's a sniper here, I can throw it. And kind of get in here, kind of defend myself a little. And then once it disappears, throw another one a little bit further. And it's slow, yeah, but it's safe. And you can just keep going in. It works really well with snipers. You basically wait for them to shoot and miss, and then you just throw one of these out. And you just want to stay close to it. I swear it looks taller and wider than it used to be, but I don't know. Might just be my imagination. So yeah, that's basically it for Splash Wall tutorial. Just kind of wanted to show this because a lot of people don't use it. And if they do use it, they're just kind of like running along and throwing it and then going over here and doing stuff, and it's just not normal. You get much better use out of it doing this way. All these people asking for Yaz. Goodbye. Cool Squidward or